some baseball in. Jacob Druzy, 4-1. It's only got 55 innings pitched.
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian. And as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Big Dog Bobo will be our subject. And, of course, he is the defending NL Cy Young Award winner. A nice piece of hard work. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it's next on the show. Time now for Robin Ventura's Chicago White Sox starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7th spot can stay hot. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
Big Dog Bobo will get the ball to pitch against these guys, and he'll be given the task of really focusing on keeping these guys off the base paths. That means to be successful, he's got to focus on keeping the ball in the strike zone and avoiding the unnecessary walks.
Leading off the night for the White Sox, second baseman
Robbie Langford strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch tonight is looked at for strike one as we get underway at 7:11 p.m. This Marlin Ball Club Eric Karros as they begin play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
The second spot tonight,
Andres Tejera will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right. Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base.
On a curveball.
Well, you know, so much for that first hit of the game. Now he's going to try to press his luck and take second, but a good throw cuts him down.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He's currently on pace to score at least 90 runs on the year, which is a pretty big total. So clearly he's a big part of this lineup.
Marcus Brennan will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. Now the Marlins will see what they can. James Moses makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
James Moses.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
And he lays off for ball 1. And he takes a called strike 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
They tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still have that old-school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop. And he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He'll come in here at 259, 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. To short, hit hard. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Brian Haller is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Hey, no one better. Make your pitch right here.
Two-seamer can't quite make it back over the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Jim Beckham is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Jim Beckham.
Hey, come on now.
Here comes the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Relay, relay, relay.
And he will check in with his first extra base hit of the year. It's a double.
Pretty safe to say he was sitting on the fastball there. He's out in front of this pitch, and he just drills it right down the line, and that'll put him in a good position here with a runner on second and nobody out.
Jake Odorizzi will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Coming to the plate now, Robbie Langford. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
1 ball, 1 strike.
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into
I got
a
the
big
count
inning.
1 and 2.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Yeah, and that's a big second out right there, and that's going to keep that runner anchored over there at third base. So they may wind up not getting that first run across after all.
Andres Tejera is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Yeah, a big break to that one. That's the old 12-6 curveball, and basically that thing just breaks straight down.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Back-to-back. Big Dog Bobo digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Out in front of it, strike one.
Hey, have a rip, kid. Here you go.
Odorizzi looks in. 0-1 on its way. To short. Miller is there. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Kind of surprising here because he's got the pitcher running down to first. Well, take your time, set your feet, make a good throw. No reason to throw this one away.
Hey, here we go.
Christopher McCauley will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Hey, like you can, like you can.
1-2, here it comes.
Come on, big guy.
Hit hard on the ground to second.
Run it out, dig.
Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. So it's no... Marcus Brennan is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
I'll look to be right on that one, but he swings through it. It's 2-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike two. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
James Moses.
Stepping in now, James Moses. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced. And we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 34.
Steve Arojo is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
It didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with the running action on that two-seam fastball.
Called strike two on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. McCauley will get there, and he puts it away to retire this.
Yeah, we got 2 runs.
Brad Miller, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Good action on the sinker, 1-2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Yeah, and as we do that, Matt, it's pretty easy to find him holding down that #1 spot in the National League here into June. And pitching wins, they just aren't as celebrated these days as they once were. But I'll tell you, if you're leading the league, you're one of the best pitchers around. We'll see if he can hold on and add another win to his total in this one.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. This one skied out toward right. Moving under it, Irizarry, 2 down. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Well, it's just business as usual for him, Matt. He leads the National League in that category. So far this year, nobody's had an answer for his stuff. He's been dominant. Not only that, but the defense behind him has been rock solid as well.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no, they can't get there. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land foul just shy of the wall. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as
1-1.
this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail it here 2-0. Big Dog Bobo stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Odorizzi comes set. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Brennan waits on it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third.
Yeah.
Throw, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can.
Ian Thomas will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
And that's in there for a strike 1-1.
Nope,
No
that's a
offer
ball.
on that one. 2 balls and
Count
a
it,
strike.
2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could
3-1.
get away
3
with
balls,
fastballs
1
right
strike.
down the middle if you wanted to.
Chop foul right at home plate. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Robbie Langford will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Ball 1.
That misses
1 ball, 2
1-2.
strikes, the count.
Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The batter, center fielder.
Andres Tejera ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
In there, no balls and a strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And it's quickly 0-2. No runs, 3 hits. 1 error thus far for the White Sox. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Big Dog Bobo will stand in. He flew out his
2
last
on,
time
1
up.
in.
And I'm sure he'd like a base
1
hit
out.
right now here of any sort. But hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Brennan moves over. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And not in time as the run scores.
Yeah.
Good work there to pick up that second run of the inning. He just gets the ball airborne, and it's plenty deep enough to pick up the RBI.
Marcus Brennan will stand in for the third time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike one.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. James Moses will stand in for the third time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. Steve Arojo will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this would be the time that they finally crack the score.
On to first, the double play.
Needed that.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles, quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Perhaps exasperation would be the watchword in that first base dugout. Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show. Brian Haller comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the eighth.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Trying to strike him out for the second time. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the eighth. He's a pitch away from 100. And another foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. So when you hand him the ball, you know he's going to have a pretty good chance of closing the deal. And you know, complete games are getting more and more rare in today's game. He's a rare breed. I really enjoy watching him pitch.
A 1 pitch on its way. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Grounded to third. Gold ranges to his right. Throw gets him, 2 down. Dave Saucedo will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single. Robbie Langford is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. That's lifted the other way out to left.
You go. I got it.
Lake is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. White Sox lead.
Oh. I had to play complete game shutout, and he took me out. Son of a gun.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com.
Great. We traded our shortstop. Oh, no, we didn't. We still have our shortstop for a cold 76 catcher. $30-55. So depressing. 6 games out of 4th place.
Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps player spotlight. Big Dog Bobo is in the glow. And of course, he is the defense. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Miami Marlins. A big-time arm and a power bat should be fun. First pitch is next. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, they've got to be happy with the performance they're getting from that 8-hole right now. He's been on an absolute tear lately, hitting over 500 in his last 10 ball games. Well, the baseball must look like a beach ball to him right now at the plate.
And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. Chris Taylor heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Washington, second baseman, Chris Taylor.
And we are underway this afternoon from Miami as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. These Marlins, EK, as they take the field here this afternoon, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
And one thing in their corner, though, is they do have their ace going here this afternoon. So if anybody can get him out of this rut they're in, this is the guy.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
A ball hit hard to the left side. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Center fielder.
Set to get his day started, Ramon Pulido. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Ross is definitely liked by the pitchers, Matt. When they're working both sides of the plate, they tend to be pretty effective when he's making the calls.
Nip the corner, 2-2.
And that big 12-6 curveball will work like that. He'll start it out up in the zone and then lets it drop right down to the knees.
And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. And with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
Bryce Harper will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Rafael Vasquez will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Vasquez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Hey, we got no outs.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four seam it every once in a while.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And when he does, you can forget it.
That misses. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. You know, now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2.
And a walk.
That last one wasn't even close.
And that misses
From
ball
0-2
4,
to a
so
walk.
it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Terrible.
Dwayne Dages will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season.
Ball 1.
Low for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. McCauley ranging back.
Oh.
And this one is gone. A home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, number 14 on the season, and the Nationals move out in front here 2-0. Standing in now, Luke Ramey, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll enter play here at 293, 11 home runs and 31 RBIs.
Ball
2-0.
What is
Very
going on?
patient here in these
Can't
opening
get the
few
mark.
innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. High in the air out to center field. McCauley giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40.
Wilson Ramos will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, he breaks off a beauty there. 0-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Alexi Amarista will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you look for a guy to produce. He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
Hey, come on now.
That evens it up 1-1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. On now to the bottom of the... Eddie Butler set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 0-2. Here it comes. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called, and on 3 pitches he's your first out of the inning. Chris Taylor will try it once more. He lined out to start the ball game. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
1 out now.
Yeah. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Swing and a miss. 1-1.
That's a really good 12-6 curveball there. And he'll throw that on any count, even when he's behind, because he has such confidence in that pitch.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third.
I got it.
Gold is there to make the catch, and the side is retired.
Come on, guys. We need some runs. And nothing.
The pitcher, big dog Bobo, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left.
I think that one's gone.
Ranging back at the track.
It's out of here.
And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Tie game.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year, as the Marlins have rallied back to tie it at 2 apiece.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first-pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, after you've just given up a home run to tie the ball game, you can't afford to have a letdown out there. And he made sure he didn't. He came back with an important strikeout, and he got the next guy.
Stepping in now, Rafael Vasquez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 2 runs on just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Huh. He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Into the windup and the pitch. Dwayne Davis is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Not only is he close to going through the heart of this lineup, he may even strike out the side.
Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Now batting,
Luke Ramey is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Just too over-aggressive right now. They've got to dial this back a bit.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hand.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian here as it's Wilson Ramos that gets set to lead off the Nationals half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
the batter number 6, shortstop.
Striding into the box, Alexi Amarista. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Plays it first.
Tap fouled at home plate. 2 runs on just 1 hit and no errors so far for the Nationals. High pop-up. Mathiasen is there for it.
Got it.
Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Eddie Butler in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Chris Taylor will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Two-way.
Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Ramon Polito is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Stepping in, big dog Bobo. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Here's the 0-2. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, you love your pitchers to be weapons at the plate.
See it, drive it.
Christopher McCauley digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Drilled on the ground is short, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. Bryce Harper makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The right fielder, number 34.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His 3rd strikeout in the game, and I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beat. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach there.
To short, hit hard. Mathiasen scoops it up. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder,
Dwayne Dages will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Off the inning.
Hey, we got a run.
As they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA.
Yeah, look at these numbers, folks. He's been the best in the National League in the first half of the season. So far this year, nobody's had an answer for his stuff. He's been dominant. Not only that, but the defense behind him has been rock solid as well.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Wilson Ramos comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Good curveball, strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes. It's the 7th inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Now batting, shortstop.
Alexi Amarista stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Way to get dirty. He's up with it.
Wow, what a play.
It's there, and he's out.
Oh, what a play.
The defense on display on this beautiful diving stoppage short. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Big dog Bobo will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one?
Wow.
He does. It's another home run.
Crushed that one.
A solo shot here to left. His second of the game, and it stakes the Marlins to a 4-2 lead.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Oh, yeah, definitely harder.
Robert Henson will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there. And he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long. And I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on. And that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Chris Taylor is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced. But look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the eighth inning. Still 2-2. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Yeah, maybe a little bit extra on this 2-2 fastball. Here it is on show track, and you can see it just burn off that inside corner. That's a tough pitch to handle.
Ramon Polito will stand in for the fourth time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only one walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will land foul. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
And he knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the eighth straight ahead.
Oh, they took me out again. Unreal. And I lost the
And
game.
fellas, as always, a few guys we
Unbelievable.
could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top
Unreal.
player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
Washington Nationals.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 6-4.
Wow.
So long from South Florida.
Just wow. Coach takes me out and Relief loses it for me. Way to go. 8 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 16 Ks. Relief comes in for 1 inning and loses the game. I'm done.